Welcome once again to J&J Dynasty. We are going to be going over MFL rookie draft for one quarterback. Here, let's actually get me into the video, give you something to look at, maybe, right? One quarterback PPR standard dynasty leagues. So that's what I kind of specialize in, and so that's what I'm going to go over here today. There was only one draft, and it's freaking crazy, and hence the Mays crazy draft. Try a little wordplay there with Drake May, Keon Coleman, some big players in this. So I'm gonna try and start lighting some stuff up here. So basically, the size of the matter is what I'm gonna do is give you guys a little bit of I'll break it down per round, 1 through 12, 12 through 24. So it'd be like rounds. Obviously, there were veterans, and this is a crazy, crazy, crazy league. People probably shouldn't be drafting. For some reason, Justin Herbert was cut. He was selected 12th overall in this draft. So as well, let's just get into the video, right? If you like some of the content, like, subscribe, comment. I'd love to interact with people more. Secondly, is that I was going to say something about something stupid, but now I don't remember. But here we go. This would be basically your round one aspect of it, everything. And so as you can see, it went 1 through 12, but that's the left hand side. The right hand side is 1 through 14. That's actually where they were selected in this draft. All right. I think maybe what I was going to say, it's crazy because they probably should not have been drafting these guys in this league, because you're taking Keon Coleman second overall, McConkey, Jaden Daniels. Odunze went at 6. A little bit crazy, but that's the way this draft went. So I just kind of wanted to do it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to also show you where I thought after every 2 rounds. I basically got 42 rounds. And if the guys aren't in this video that you like, they weren't picked in this draft. All right. So I'm going to be updating stuff. I'm going to be dropping another video here because 2 drafts in May are almost complete. So we should have that going here real shortly. So let's get into it. Once again, like I said, Harrison chalk. Neighbors should be chalk at 2, but you got Keon Coleman there. Jonathan Brooks is going to be drafted a lot higher in leagues than people think, so he's going to be 5 in the 6 typically. Here he went 4. Williams is going a lot higher than I thought he would, but I think he's a generational type quarterback, also much more so than the last guy Lawrence supposedly was. Odunze quite a fall. Trey Benson a little bit high for me. Brock Bowers should have been picked before 8. Worthy and Thomas probably should have been picked earlier. Same thing with McConkey. Jaden Daniels, I figure, is going to go somewhere between 10 and 2. So, in that respect, I think this one is a fairly good indication for Jaden Daniels, but a lot of the other guys, it almost feels much more like super flex values for them. All right. So that's how the first round went. Once again, left side is 1 through 12, just to keep track of the top 12 rookies, or which would be the first round in most rookie drafts. And the right side in the blue lettering, that was actually where they went in this crazy, crazy draft. All right. Let's move on a little bit further here. So we're going to do 13 through 24. This would be, again, round 2. So Corum, Wright, Marshawn Lloyd, a lot of running backs going too early. And as you can see on the right-hand side is the actual draft spot. I think that's going to be more realistic as far as their actual draft spot than this. But, the Xavier Legette, he went 17. I think that he's going to be typically a little bit earlier than that. But look at him. He went pick 21. That would be, if I'm doing my math correctly, is that pick 23? No, I'm sorry. 210, 29. Why can't I do math right now? Pick 20 would be 210, so that's 28. So, or 29. So for 21, wow, just struggling today because AD Mitchell went at 210. So on average, but he was the 18th rookie off the board. Jermaine Burton has been surprising as far as how high he's been going. And the one guy that you're conspicuously absent is, no, I won't even say that yet, but I will say this here. Oh, shoot, I got to do this one here. And then Bo Nix rounds out the bottom, right? One name that I was going to say that is conspicuously absent is kind of the play on names guy here. Third best quarterback in the draft class at least, and he wasn't drafted in the first 2 rounds. Rather curious in this draft that he didn't go, but Bo Nix did. And it's going to be surprising when you're going to be really surprised when you actually do see where this guy went. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually pull up what I thought was going to be the first 2 rounds, and this was kind of my rough guesstimation as far as where the guys were going to go in the first 2 rounds. So as you can see on this one, Bo Nix was probably not even on there, so I had him going in the third, but I had Drake May here going about 2.5, somewhere in the middle of there. So this is where I thought, according to a lot of mock drafts, according to what I was seeing on Superflex, that this would be more realistic about where guys would go as opposed to what we actually saw in the first 2 rounds here. So I don't want to harp on that too much, but I just kind of wanted to give you an idea of where these guys I thought were going to go, and how this draft turned out. So, but I would not put a whole lot of stock into this draft because I saw another draft. I'm doing a draft, and the landing spots are much more like this than they are in this actual draft. So my quote unquote mock draft is much closer, I think. So, but that video will be dropping here shortly, so we'll take a look at that when we get there, hopefully within the next week. All right, so let's keep on a trucking. So that was my little break page here. So yeah, make sure you come back and look at some other videos. All right, so this would be round 3 of this May draft, 25 through 36 as far as the rookies fall. And as you can see, well, if I could go back to Drake May fell all the way down to pick 32. He was actually picked 39 in that draft. That's friggin' crazy. That's a 4th rounder. You don't want a young possible stud rookie quarterback. I wish I'd have been in that draft. Wow, amazing value there. But as you can see, Michael Penix is not in the 3rd round, nor should he be. If you're looking at quarterbacks or guys, you don't want to be doing that. A guy who I thought slipped a little bit further than he should would have been pick 29, Jalen Polk. He was actually picked 35, so that would actually be pick 4, 1, 12, 20, no, 3, 1. Yeah. At any rate, so there you have, that would be the 3rd round for guys there. Yeah. What am I thinking here? So Polk 35. Yeah, that's 311. Is that right? Yeah, should be right. Yeah. At any rate, that's what that number is. Hello, yes. Okay. So, and then this is how it wound up. And what I did was some guys who I had on the board, I just started putting 265 because if you have 22 rounds in a draft, pick 265 would be 23.01. So I figured if you're not drafted, that's the number you're going to get assigned in this league. Last year I did it a lot lower, but maybe this will help create more variance in the guys instead of guys who being this draft was so crazy, as you can see, guys getting taken in the hundreds. If that makes a difference, I want to maybe check it out this year and see if putting their actual values in and putting the whole value number in and guys getting picked, because if they get picked like this, in this case 123, and that's the only time they get picked, their average is going to be in the 200s somewhere after a couple drafts. So you'll be able to see the difference, or if a guy gets drafted twice as opposed to one guy getting drafted once, the number should be more reflective that way. If I space it out more, it's just I thought it was dumb, but maybe it won't be. So this would be your final couple rounds, and so kind of basically the way I was thinking with it was this is how it would go. Like Bo Nix was being about 3-1, McMillan and Baker. Really, I had it about the mid-3rd, but I didn't really know how to throw at all the running backs here, and kind of that. So I thought about 4th round, grabbing Penix, who was just on the board there, and then to kind of go from there. So that's the Braden Allen. So in the 4th round, Walker, you probably don't want him. He seems like a one-trick pony, and that's an offense that really doesn't support a whole lot of wide receivers. He may have a big game or two, but you're not going to be happy with him overall. Johnson, I don't even think he was drafted in there. The New York Giants tight end, and all these other guys. AU, I think that would probably be Audric Estime. If I'm, I don't know, AU, I don't know what the heck is that. Oh, that's Ali. I can't read it. Can't read my own writing. So basically, that's how I thought they would go. And as you can see, this is how the last 2 rounds went. So this will be round 3. You can pause the video, look at it. This would be round 4, and kind of go from there. So that's what we would have for all of that. And there we go. So that's the wrap up with it. As always, look for the new content coming out. I'm going to be trying to do one a week. We are right now at the end of June. Like I said, I've got 1 draft in the books, 1 draft's being completed. Actually, a 2nd draft is being completed. So hopefully, I think I'm going to have 2 or 3 June drafts to add to this real quickly. And then that'll hopefully even out the numbers for your mid-June and late June drafts if you want to watch the next couple of videos. But as I said, this was May's crazy draft. And I don't think we're going to have a whole lot of results like that. But the results are results. All right. Well, other than that, you guys have a great day. And until then, take care. And we can cut this out if I can find out how to do it. Yeah, you know what? I'm not going to waste my time. Have a great day.